Are we on? Oh, good. Welcome to our very first evening of Kyani in the Sheranian Broadcast Center. I've been going to meetings for 2 years for this particular product and absolutely love everything about it. And so I'm happy to be here tonight to talk to some really good friends and appreciate them coming to hear what we're doing. Over the years, I have had an opportunity to work in a number of network marketing companies. I've been CEO of 5 right here in Utah Valley. I started in network marketing many, many years ago and went through the Mary Kay and the Tupperware and Jafra and then on and on and on into supplements. And when I got into the supplements, I had an expectation that if somebody told me they would help, whatever it was, whether it was a drink or a tablet or what, I believed them. I wanted to believe them. But I'm sorry to tell you that over the years that didn't happen. And for most people, they didn't wind up making enough money to make it all worthwhile. And so then people go away when they find out that the work just doesn't give you the reward. 2 years ago, I had an opportunity of meeting the folks that run this company, the Kyani Company, Kyani. And I said, you know, I'm not sure I want to do this, but I want to hear about the company. And so I was told about the company and about the owners. And I also tested the products. And I thought, well, this tastes really good. And I said, okay, I'll take a week's trial. I'll try 2 weeks. And she said, well, why don't you become a distributor? And I said, okay, I've been that before. I know how to do that. And then I thought about all the people I had known that I'd brought through one thing and another thing and something else. And I thought, well, this is going to be work because they're not going to be able to just come and join me. I think I've worn them out. But within the first few weeks of joining this company and taking the products, I realized some things were really changing in my system. And that is the key. If you take a product and you get a different reaction in your body and it feels good and you know you've got more energy, and hey, I had signed off on my burial plot, was filling out my papers for my will. I was taking 2 naps a day. I'd been diabetic for 14 years. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, crippling arthritis, was driving with my thumbs because my hands hurt so much, had problems in my knees. And no one said that you're going to feel a lot better, but you'll feel somewhat better. Well, within 3 days, I had to call my diabetic doctor right here in Utah Valley, and I said, my blood sugars are really, really low. And he said, what are you doing? And I told him, and he said, well, either give up the product or give up the medication. Well, that wasn't hard to do, get rid of the medication. So I said, okay. And then I went through about 10 days, and the first 5, I thought I had the flu. And then I realized I was detoxing, because when you've been on a lot of medication for a lot of years, it really affects your body, and you don't function the same way, and the body has to get rid of all that. So these products that I was taking, the Kyani products, Sunrise, Sunset, and the Nitro FX, were helping my body to throw all this toxins out of my body. And once I realized that, it took about another 5 days. So it took about 10 days to get through the detox, but at the end of that time, my blood pressure, I was dizzy, and I thought, what's going on? So I called the doctor again, and I said, what's going on? He said, I think your blood pressure's too low. So quit taking the medication or get off the products. And I said, okay, quit the medication. So by the end of July 2010, after 14 years of being on all these products, all these prescriptions, I now was on products that were good for my body, just natural foods. I had saved myself $300 right there when I stopped the medications. And I felt great. So by the end of July, I was off of everything. Now we're into August, and about the middle of August, I realized I was running up down the stairs at home. Knees don't hurt, okay. Hands around steering wheel. Not napping in the morning, not napping in the afternoon. I'm just going great guns. And my son, who's got us on the air tonight, Kent Vorkink, and keeps us going, he said, let's think about radio again. And I said, I don't know. 20 years and my brain got a little foggy towards the end, and I 3 or 4 years ago retired because I'd be interviewing people and I'd lose my train of thought. I just figured my brain was just too old to do it. Suddenly I'm remembering phone numbers. I remember people's names, remember addresses, get to the bottom of my street, and I knew which way I was supposed to turn, right or left. Didn't have to think about it. And I thought, okay, maybe I can get back into this. And so then he said, let's stream. Gibbs said the little stream. What in the world does that have to do with radio? Okay. I didn't know what streaming was. We are streaming tonight on pat.utahvalleylive.com. And I learned about streaming, and we've been on local radio, which has really been fun for 10 months now. And this is our first meeting where we are streaming worldwide. So if you're watching us, thank you for joining us. And we're going to try something tonight that will be, we hope, very educational for the people here and for you. And so, Kent, let's start with our first little video. And it's going to be a teaching situation. So some of you may want to have pen and paper and take some notes. If you have questions, let's save them until we're all through with everything, and then I'll try and answer any questions you have. And for those of you enjoying dinner with us, don't worry about it. You can still ask questions when this is over with. All right, we're ready to go. Something on there.
Amidst today's unstable economic conditions, it's almost impossible not to find yourself feeling a sense of uncertainty or even a loss of hope. As you look around, you find many who struggle with the pressures of unpaid bills, increased debt, deteriorating health, or a lack of time. However, look a bit closer, and you'll also notice the elite few who, despite the current circumstances, are still able to experience more time, more money, and more freedom. In the next few minutes, we will share with you the stories of those who left behind the challenges of a hopeless life, and by following a few simple steps, put themselves among the elite few. Today, you will learn how you can follow those same steps to create a life that most can only dream about. This is the story of Kyani, a company that is helping thousands around the world experience more. Today, we invite you to listen with an open mind and then decide for yourself, like thousands of others already have, that Kyani is the solution for you. Kyani was born from the success of 3 hard-working families. Each started with a vision and through hard work reached massive success. Combined, their sales exceed $1 billion. Dick and Gail Powell created a national cinnamon roll franchise with more than 50 franchise locations. Carl Taylor and his brothers Bill and Kent grew a family farm to become the 2nd largest potato farm in Idaho, as well as one of the largest Idaho cattle ranches. Kirk and Jim Hansen built on the foundation prepared for them by their father Jim Sr. and their mother Cora Lee. Together, they grew their family petroleum business into one of the largest independent petroleum distributors in the nation. Combined, the leadership and proven success of these 3 families create a solid foundation of financial stability, business wisdom, and leadership that has placed you and Kyani on the fast track to success.
Can you believe how successful Kyani's become in such a short period of time?
It seems almost impossible from that day that we sat in the living room and talked about it and talked to the scientists. And that's when we ask ourselves the question, what if there were a super blueberry?
That's the day I called Jim.
When you presented it, we had a great experience, talked about it, we made the decision.
I have 2 loves in Kyani. I love the products, but I also have just fallen in love with network marketing and being able to see these people that embrace Kyani, embrace the product, and embrace this business opportunity. And we're changing so many lives.
I don't think it was just sheer luck that the team that was put together as investors and founders, that we all have different strengths and we've been able to fill different roles to make this company as successful as we have and with such a bright future.
As a lot of these distributors have been successful in Kyani, they're driving Kyani cars, they're going on more trips and retreats. We're not successful without them, they're not successful without us. And so it's just like every one of these distributors gets to be a partner with the Powells or the Hansons or the Taylors.
You know, and one of the most exciting things is to realize that one of the most successful distributors in Kyani may not have even joined our family yet.
You know, we are having this great success all over the world, but it's the products that are the foundation of Kyani and the results that we get. And that's why we're having such great success with all of the customers and the distributors all over the world, is because we have world-class products. And Kyani it seems was meant to be, to go out and really help people.
The strength of the Kyani opportunity lies in the strength of its products. The health triangle, which is comprised of Kyani Sunrise, Kyani Sunset, and Kyani Nitro FX, provides a whole new level of wellness, energy, and life-empowering freedom. Kyani Sunrise is a great-tasting, nutrient and vitamin-rich product based on the amazing natural antioxidant power of the wild Alaskan blueberry, combined with 11 other powerhouse superfoods. One delicious serving a day provides you with all the vitamins and nutrients your body needs to promote a healthy body. Kyani Sunset is a daily supplement of the purest form of vitamin E called tocotrienols. This tocopherol-free vitamin E is combined with a pure omega-3 from wild sockeye salmon, which combine to produce a synergistic combination of essential nutrients. Kyani Nitro FX is a product based on Nobel Prize science that defends, repairs, and maintains every cell in the body and improves blood flow, which leads to increased energy and improved overall health. No wonder it's referred to as the molecule of life.
Kyani has literally changed my life. The pain that I had suffered for over 20 years is now gone.
Kyani has made a significant change in my life. It has now given me the assurance that I'm going to be around for my granddaughter's wedding, and before I was not going to even be close.
Kyani's products are life-changing.
Now I sleep 7 hours. I feel totally rested when I get up. I'm pretty much a new person.
Thanks to the Kyani products, I am relieved of the pain in my feet and in my spine.
Thanks to Kyani, I've got my life back again, even better.
Thanks to Kyani, I competed and won. Look, over 9 years, couldn't run. Could not run. Thanks to Kyani, I ran. Not only ran, sprinted back and forth to make sure that I was being restored.
So at 66 years old, I still dream. And Kyani has given me a body that can accomplish those dreams.
With a powerful lineup of leading-edge products that really work and which virtually sell themselves, all you need now is a revolutionary compensation plan, and Kyani has just that.
Every day is like a dream, and we keep asking each other, when are we going to actually wake up?
We finally have integrity in pay.
We created our own economy. We have our own choice. I love the fact that every 30 days there's a check waiting for us.
Checks coming in every single week, every single month. Then you got the commas in there, and that's what got us excited.
I got to look at Kyani, and wow, what a company. They have a unique product. They have a unique compensation plan. They have a unique leadership.
You know, I don't have a college education, but I did it, and so can anyone else.
I'm at a place right now that I never even dreamed possible.
I started going on vacations, free vacations. Now I've been on 9 vacations. There's nothing in existence that pays like Kyani pays. I live the lifestyle today I've always dreamed about.
Kyani has great upfront bonuses, the industry's most aggressive residual income pay plan, a powerful matching check on your team, rank bonuses, incentive retreats, the best car program in the industry. The list goes on and on. Imagine how you will experience more through Kyani.
With Kyani's simple and duplicatable training system, personalized support, and exceptional events around the globe, the sky really is the limit to what you can achieve. We invite you to take part in the Kyani story with us and start living the life of health and wealth that you've always dreamed of.
Today, you have been given the opportunity to enjoy Kyani's products and impact the lives of those around you. It's fun, it's rewarding, it's liberating.
Kyani products transform people's lives.
If I didn't change something about my life right now, 5 years from now, it's going to be the same.
If you can be coachable, have work ethic, and have huge desire, you can be successful in Kyani.
I wouldn't want anybody to miss out on this.
It's time for you to experience more.
A couple of those fellows, the one that had the accent towards the end, the blondish fellow, he's very high in the business. He's Scandinavian, and they've just taken off over there. The Scandinavian countries really love these products. Micah Kagi was on there. Mary Louise, you may recognize Mary Louise Zeller. She's a Taekwondo champion. And so The people that are athletes have really grabbed hold of these products because it's changed their lives. I'm not an athlete anymore. I used to play volleyball, but I don't anymore. I'm just happy to go up and down the stairs, but now I do it with vim and vigor, and I can breathe when I get to the top. So the products have truly worked for me. And they mentioned the CAR program. When I first joined 2 years ago, they did not have that program in place. But the ranking, it takes about, average people take about 3 months to get to Sapphire, which you have about 100 people under you. It's not hard to get there because we work as a team. The first thing that you have to do is find 3 people, and then we work together. From there on, we're partners in this, and people that worked with me, they were partners with me. And now, if you reach that rank, they give you a $45,000 Audi. And they give you a down payment, and they make the payment every month until the car is paid for, or if you prefer to lease it, then you can do it that way also. And we've had people that have arrived at the Sapphire ranking, which is about $2,100 a month, somewhere between $1,500 and $2,100 in a month. Some of them have made the ranking in a month. They just went out and went to work. They wanted a car, they needed a car, and they got the car. So when you see a white Audi running around Utah County, and there are many of them now, most often you'll see in the back window, Kyani, and or on a side panel on the door, and the car is yours. And as long as you maintain that ranking, then you're able to do that. And that's just a part of it. I heard someone talking yesterday on another station about it costs about $500 a month to raise a child now. And I think of the people in this valley that have 10 children or 12 children. But we talked about $500 several times in our group, how that can make a difference to a person in their household, particularly in the economy that we're in, to be able to make $500 every month. But to see that possibility of that increasing. So my little story to go on with it, I've been trying to live on Social Security. Well, that was dumb, but I thought, okay, I can do that. But it turned out that I've been in sales all my life, and guess what? If you don't pay in, it doesn't pay out. And so I did not wind up with the Social Security that I needed. So when I got involved in this, one of the pluses was the first month I met all of the qualifications. I earned commission of $500. And then because I earned that, they gave me a $300 bonus if you do that in 31 days, and I did. I went out and just talked to people. I didn't have to sell. I didn't have to talk very much. I just said, come and join me. This has made a difference in my life, and you're welcome to use my testimony and talk about it until you have yours. And so I was very excited about that. In the second month, I made $1,500. In the third month, I made $20,000. And I thought, this works. I can do this. I feel better, and my bank account looks better, and now I can live on my Social Security because I have other stuff coming in. And he's right. They mentioned the checks that come in. When you get to Sapphire, you're getting 3 or 4 or 5 checks throughout the month. 2 or 3 will come at one time or throughout a week, and then another week. It's really fun. And you say, well, I didn't even remember earning that, and there it is. And that's one of the nicest things about network marketing. If I have people in one of my lines in China, Japan, Taiwan, Mexico. While I'm sleeping, somebody else is working, and it looks pretty good at the end of the month. But I'll come back to the thing that works for me, and that really is the products. The products work for me, because if they didn't, I wouldn't have the energy I have. It's the only thing that changed from being sick every single spring that I can remember 20 years back. Not having the energy, no pneumonia this year, last year, no bad colds, no flu. I haven't even had a hangnail. So it really has worked for me, and I would want that for all of you. I think we have, do we have one more video? Okay. I think this one is on the compensation plan. Is that what it's on? Okay. And so we'll take a listen to this. And did he say yes or no? Yes? Yes. Okay. You didn't hear him. We'll go with this next video, whatever it is. So let's watch it together.
Kyani has literally changed my life. The pain that I had suffered for over 20 years is now gone.
Kyani has made a significant change in my life. It has now given me the assurance that I'm going to be around for my granddaughter's wedding. And before, I was not going to even be close.
Kyani's products are life-changing.
Now I sleep 7 hours. I feel totally rested when I get up. I'm pretty much a new person.
Thanks to the Kyani products, I am relieved of the pain in my feet and in my spine.
Thanks to Kyani, I've got my life back again. Even better.
Thanks to Kyani, I competed and won. Look, over 9 years, couldn't run. Could not run. Thanks to Kyani, I ran. Not only ran, sprinted back and forth to make sure that I was being restored.
So at 66 years old, I still dream. And Kyani has given me a body that can accomplish those dreams.
The strength of the Kyani opportunity lies in the strength of its products. The health triangle, which is comprised of Kyani Sunrise, Kyani Sunset, and Kyani Nitro FX, provides a whole new level of wellness, energy, and life-empowering freedom. Kyani Sunrise is a great-tasting, nutrient and vitamin-rich product based on the amazing natural antioxidant power of the wild Alaskan blueberry, combined with 11 other powerhouse superfoods. One delicious serving a day provides you with all the vitamins and nutrients your body needs to promote a healthy body.
You know, Kyani Sunrise is not only a super antioxidant basically as a drink, it also is enriched with all the multivitamins which are daily essential, which are required for daily well-being, and also minerals.
Kyani Sunset is a daily supplement of the purest form of vitamin E called tocotrienols. This tocopherol-free vitamin E is combined with a pure omega-3 from wild sockeye salmon, which combine to produce a synergistic combination of essential nutrients.
Kyani Sunset contains two key ingredients. One is tocotrienols, that's number one, and number two is omega-3 essential fatty acids. Tocotrienol are powerful anti-inflammatories along with the fish oils, omega-3s. So the combination is unique as a powerful anti-inflammatory. So if we can come out with a lifestyle in which we can introduce anti-inflammatory lifestyle in our life, basically that can prevent a lot of these health issues. So tocotrienols and omega-3s are the key players for controlling one of the key issues which we face human mankind.
Kyani Nitro FX is a product based on Nobel Prize science that defends, repairs, and maintains every cell in the body and improves blood flow, which leads to increased energy and improved overall health. No wonder it's referred to as the molecule of life.
Kyani Nitro FX, which is a noni plant extract, is unique. I don't think so there's any parallel product in the industry because the research in vivo and in vitro has proven that it generates nitric oxide, 53 times more nitric oxide than the noni juice alone.
You have just listened to the stories of real customers who have benefited greatly from Kyani products. These products are backed by science and packed with some of the best superfoods that promote your well-being. However, nothing is as powerful as trying these products for yourself. And with Kyani's 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Try our products for yourself and join the thousands of other satisfied customers who are experiencing more.
One of the interesting things about this Kyani company, which is different than other companies that I have worked with or been involved with, they hire doctors to come in and scientists to come in. In this case, they found us. There are a number of doctors and scientists that have found this company and wanted to be part of it because they had tested it. They had gone through the products. They've gone through the science of it. And in watching that unfold, then I think, okay, I'm in the right company. You're in a company where people come to find you and bring their expertise. Then you know you've got a really great company. We've talked about the videos have talked about the owners of the company, and I had the privilege of meeting them when I first got involved in Kyani because we had a international conference in Salt Lake City, and I had a chance to meet all of them. They're good people, and they're people of integrity. One of the things you look for when you're in a new business or starting a new business or putting one together is you have to have support, financial support. And I have been in companies that had great ideas, thought they had enough money, but network marketing, because of the residual income, you've just got to have enough money to keep the company going, or first thing you know, checks aren't going out and people begin running. This company's not going to run out of money. All three couples that are involved that you saw in these videos were independently wealthy and very successful in their own businesses. In the petroleum delivered business, they deliver more petroleum to the 9 western United States than anyone else. The agricultural, they deliver more potatoes and vegetables to the world than anyone else. They started with 3 acres. I think they have 30,000 acres. They're the largest potato farmers, the second largest in Idaho. And then Mrs. Powell's Cinnamon Buns, which we know is Cinnabon now around the world in kiosks and airports and so forth. So these were very successful people. And then when they heard about this, I think somebody has quoted Gail Powell as saying, okay, I made the world sick. I fed them cinnamon buns. Now I've got to clean them up. So she's very happy. They're all very happy that they can be a part of this where people are feeling better, and that's their whole goal. I might add that they created a foundation. When money flows through a company, it eventually flows up through to the owners. These folks didn't need that, and so they put a foundation at the top, and their children being helped and fed all over the world. There are schools being built in far-flung places by the money that comes from the Kyani company. So I'm excited to be part of that. We all certainly want to help other people, and that's why we're doing this, is people get helped all the way around, and particularly children. So thank you for being here with us this evening. We're going to go off camera, maybe. Okay. And have questions, or you want to leave it run and we'll ask questions and answers? Well, let's see if there's any questions. Okay. If you just joined us, I'm Pat Sheranian. This is Kent Vorkink. We're related some days.
I'll go ahead.
I'm not going to give him the mic. Oh, I will. I'll give it. He keeps it on. He keeps it working.
What we've done here tonight is a little unusual. Many people are familiar with different network marketing companies. You may have attended different opportunity meetings. And what we're doing is a little bit different here. And part of the reason we're doing this is we have the capacity. Leonard and Sydney have been on the air here broadcasting, what, 2, 3, you've been on 4 or 5 times now. Leonard's been on twice, I think. And so they're familiar with our studio right next to us here. And since we have the capacity to use these nice cameras and we're set up here with the microphones, we're using this as a way to help people find out more about this product which we sell. Ultimately, it comes down to the fact that we sell these 3 products with the intent of enabling people to have better health. Now, that's something that Sydney and Leonard are very interested in and have had some. If you have a chance, anybody who's here in person or if they're watching on the archive or watching live, if you go to the same show, the Pat Sheranian Show, in the archives, and go ahead and search, you'll hear more of Sydney's story and how it is that she came to the point in her life that she has, and the way that she has a real focus on good health now. And that's the intent when we're looking to sell this product. It's a product that, because of the 30-day money-back guarantee, what that means is that a person can buy the products, and if they don't like the products, they can return them. They buy it direct from the company. They ship it back to the company. They buy direct from a distributor. They return it to the distributor. They get their money back. No questions asked. They just have to give them the bottles to see that they actually purchased them. They get their money back. What that does is it takes the risk out of somebody trying the product. And so for one of the things that we talk about, Pat and myself, is reducing the unknown, reducing the fear factor of saying, yeah, I'd like to try it, but I'm not sure that I really want to jump in with both feet. And that's where Kyani stands behind their products and says, well, if that's what if you're interested in doing that, yes, you'll have to front some money. But if it really didn't work for you, you didn't want it, then you'll get your money back. And there's a lot of confidence in that statement. That's pretty hard to go to a store and get that kind of same satisfaction on a product. You buy a product at a health food store. If you take it back, they're not likely, some might, but they're not likely to return your money that you purchased it with. And so essentially this business is about selling a product that works for people. Now, I didn't have all sorts of problems. I don't take medications. I hope I don't have to take medications. I primarily use the Kyani products as preventive medicine so that I can stay healthy. I use the Nitro Extreme right before I lift weights. And if you've ever listened to our commercials here, you'll hear my testimonial that comes on frequently. I'm 55 years old, almost 56, and I'm stronger now than when I was an NC2A college athlete. Because when I work out, I use this nitric oxide precursor, which allows me to lift more weight than I would be able to do otherwise. That's just my story. And everybody should try it to see how it works for them. Anyway, as far as why we've set this up, when we get to the business side of it, those people who are also interested in running a business, we have the ability to hold meetings here, and we have the ability to have your friends, far-flung perhaps, watch what we're doing and comment through the chat room, so that if you have a friend or a relative that lives in another state and can't make it to a meeting to find out about Kyani, they can actually participate with us here, which is why we're starting these things. All right, a lot of talking. Any questions about the products, about Kyani that we can address at this point? Sydney. It's coming up, I think, on 5 years. They first started as, the name of the company was actually Kyani Sun. And that's why the two first products were Kyani Sunrise and Kyani Sunset. And so they called the name of the company Kyani Sun. They dropped the Sun portion of it, it's just Kyani now. And they added the third product, the Kyani Nitro FX. And so we have had, Pat's had several people on the air who've talked about the early days. They were here in the very beginning. And they're so glad now that they went through the growing pains in that first year or two so that they got their compensation plan all worked out and they changed it over to this real state of the industry compensation plan they have now. They got their marketing. Their initial bottle looked like a whiskey bottle, and which may have appealed to some people, but it was hard. And now they have an award-winning, these bottles that you see here are industry award-winning designs. And so the first 2-3 years, like in many startup companies, they went through, it's kind of the, oops, we didn't get that right phase. And so they've now gotten to a point where they're ready for prime time. They're ready for international expansion. They're in, I can't remember how many countries, 42 countries. And so they've gone past that initial stage that was hard on some of the initial distributors. You can imagine that, you know, the good thing that went on is that because it's a well-funded company, they didn't crash because of their early mistakes. And that can happen to a company. If they make a mistake, the company goes down because the distributors get angry and they go away. But whoever was dissatisfied with whatever early stage mistakes they made, the company had the wherewithal to stay and correct those mistakes. And so we're the benefactors now of a company that has really great compensation plan. We didn't run the video on the car program. Pat alluded to it with the fact that you can get a car. It's the industry's best car program. And so lots of different things that come into it, but essentially it comes down to what does the product do for you? Because you're not going to end up selling a product that you don't have a belief in. That's why we encourage everyone to try the products, because you might be the person who has that life-altering reaction, an improvement in your health. And you say, how can I live without this? We won't go into all the stories. If you come back for other meetings or watch this online, we'll play some of those videos of people as they talk about having Parkinson's or having fibromyalgia or having the different things that they were able to have that alleviated as a result of this Kyani health triangle. So, any other questions, Pat? The difference is, excuse me, real quickly, rather than go through all of it, they recognize that endemic with the network marketing industry is the breakaway, where you bring in so many people and so many levels, and after a while, they cut you off and you don't get anything on those bottom levels. And for the people who are really big business builders, that puts a cap on their potential income before they would want to. Kyani turned around and said, you know what, we're gonna build from the bottom up. We're gonna make sure that everybody gets paid that has earned a certain rank from the bottom. There is no cutoff. There is no breakaway. And that has really changed the mindset of some of the industry professionals as they look at it and say, wow, so if I have somebody 100 people down from me, I might still potentially earn income on that as a result. And that is correct. And so it's a little bit different there. The compensation plan ultimately comes down to, and even though I have a degree in accounting, and I understand the compensation plan better than most people might, I still don't like to lay it out in front of people because that's not the essence of what Kyani is. What Kyani is a business where independent business operators sell products. That's the business. If you had a storefront and sold products, you sell furniture or paint or tires. This is a case where people from their homes, without having to inventory anything, sell products to people next door or around the world. It's a sales business. And in sales, you get paid when you sell. And so if you happen to sell to a lot of people, you'll make more money. If you happen to be one of those people that has the ability to recruit and train an organization underneath you, you'll make more money. If you sit at home and enjoy the products and never talk to anybody else, you're a customer. And you won't make very much money, but you'll enjoy the products. And that's really what it comes down to, is that you can earn as much money as you're willing to work for, and it's a fair opportunity. All right, other questions? Well, let's do this then. We promised a short meeting, and so I'm going to walk back. We'll turn off the camera. I want to thank you for attending. It's great to see you two folks again. Hope to have you on the air pretty soon. And Robert and Roberta, thank you for coming out. I'm sorry, but it's okay. Leslie. And for anybody this will be archived, and so if we could have you all stand up and run into me, wave at the camera so you can preview there. I'm just kidding. But at this point, I'm going to run on back. We'll turn the camera off. We'll have some more to eat. And thank you again for coming out.